It's important to start marketing, it's important to start driving your product before you launch your product. Hey guys, so today I'm going to talk to you about how to launch a product on MVP before your launch day. Sounds silly, it's not silly. It's important to start marketing, it's important to start driving your product before you launch your product. And there's a whole load of places that you can do this for a load of reasons, which I'll explain shortly. That means that you don't just press the on button with your product at the day that it's fully developed, at the day that you want to launch. So I'm going to talk through a couple of them. The first one is where to launch. I break this down into two categories. The first is beta. So there are a number of beta products which I'll put in the show notes, such as BetaList and a few others surrounding that, and we've got a full list of those that I'll provide to you. And what they allow you to do is explain that you have a product which is coming, that you invite people to join early, you may want to incentivize them, and then it allows you to build a community around that. There are other ones such as product hunts, such as Hacker News, such as Reddit, and I'm going to do a screen recording and I'm going to insert that in and explain to you and share screen and show you that side of things.
So the first one that's a massive community is Product Hunt. So the way Product Hunt works is that you can launch your product, whatever it might be, and publicize it to the whole Product Hunt community. So for example, I can see Slack here. I'll just click this as an example, and you'll see that Slack launches its features, or a hunter launches its features, and then the people within the Product Hunt community will upvote Slack as a good product that relates to them. Another one is Hacker News. Hacker News is built by Y Combinator, which is a big accelerator that helps credible products take it to the next stage. On top of Y Combinator, they have something called Hacker News, which again is a really big community. So what you can do is you can submit a news article, and it's really simple. If I log in here, you can add your title, add your URL, and add a piece of text. It's as simple as that. But if you get it right and this content sticks, then you will get upvoted, you will get conversations starting to happen, and you will get page one on Hacker News. Now that's your goal, is to get on the first page of Hacker News. We listed on Hacker News, I think it was March of 2017, and it got us to page one, and we got hundreds if not thousands of early access requests because of our exposure there. So really, really exciting. Reddit is another community that is really significant, and if you can get exposed on our homepage again, then you can really drive a lot of traffic to your website. So if I search email productivity, we'll see that certain channels are available to stay sorted, and the idea is to list yourself in a really, really clear way and engage with the community. Don't make it look promotional, and have conversations with people. But again, another place to launch your product. BetaList is exclusively for before launch. So when you have your product and your landing page and form submit to capture an email, for example, this is the place to list your startup. They have two options on this, I believe, back when we did it. The first was to get a free listing, which takes about 6 weeks to go live. And the second one, I believe, is a paid version, which accelerates the review of your product and gets it live more quickly. One last thing actually is Google. So Google's a massive one. If you can just start to search for email tools, for example, you'll see this whole community of people talking about email tools or email productivity in different places. And the idea is just to go through these and qualify places that could be useful for you to promote, and disqualify places that aren't useful for you to promote.
So the next thing is that each place is completely different. What you need to do in Product Hunt is different from what you need to do in Reddit, which is different from what you need to do in BetaList and other places. And to give you a bit of a tangible example, you'll find that Product Hunt and building a community on Product Hunt are receptive to certain things, whereas in Reddit they're very strict and you cannot promote in any way whatsoever. The idea is to not promote, the idea is to encourage each other, the idea is to collaborate and provide genuine feedback. So they're very different communities, and we'll break them down in separate videos how to address each of these communities separately. That leads me on to my third point, which is build a community. One of the most important things out of everything. Get your community behind your product. Get people advocating your product early. And what that allows you to do is when you need to promote on Product Hunt, or when you need to promote on Reddit even, or when you need to promote on other places, you can leverage that community who are willing you on to do really well as a product. So the more email addresses you have, the more ways that you can reach out to this community, the more that you can have successful launch campaigns on Product Hunt, or the more that you can have successful engagement on Reddit or on BetaList or others. I think that covers everything. Thank you so much. Any questions, please let us know.